Yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey.
Greetings, dear ones. Settle yourselves and let go of anything that doesn't serve you from your day. Bathe in Creator's light like a gentle shower coming over your head, washing away the denser energies just like you would stand in a shower. Let them go down that grounding cord. Allow Mother Earth to recycle, transmute, and send the vibrations of healing and love up through your feet so you receive the higher vibrations from what has been transmuted that you released. Allow this flow for a few moments as we tend to all of you and work on clearing you out a bit. Relax in your physical form and breathe. Allow the light from Creator to fill you up until you are completely filled with the purest white light, like you're all laughing about having enough of snow. Okay, use that vibration, the beauty of the snow, as the frequency, the light, purity. Allow that to fill you up. For it's not the snow. A snowflake is just a snowflake. Each unique, just as each of you are. It's the accumulation. You have a saying in your world. Sometimes it's too much of a good thing, or sometimes you think too much of a bad thing, but there can be too much of a good thing. And the snow is good. It is like the rain in your spring. It cleanses. It calms. It brings peace. For how do you feel when you see the snowflakes falling and you're relaxing inside? Of course, if you have to be outside working or whatever, that's a different story, and that's not where we're going with this. But when you're inside, just relaxing and enjoying, seeing the beauty of nature with a snowfall, you relax, you feel at peace. You may be sitting by a fire with a cup of hot chocolate or tea or coffee or anything. Each of you have your own ways of relaxing. Sometimes you do this when it rains outside, and you, as you say, hunker down and relax and enjoy being inside, tending to you. And so, the times of snow, your winter, allow you to do the same. Allow you to go inward, to relax, to refocus, to de-busy yourself. Not sure that's a word, but you know what we mean. For when the weather is clear and beautiful, everyone wants to go out and run around and do things and here and there, and you busy, busy, busy. So allow yourselves the quiet time, the downtime, as you say, if you are able to just sit and enjoy. For many on your world, Their minds are troubled. Even with the calm and beauty of a snow, they would find turmoil because they don't know how to relax or be at peace. And which is why also in many of the sessions lately, we have been bathing your world in peace and all of humanity. And we will continue to do that later. But now we wish to bathe you as you are all aligned and have received. Tune in to how you feel as we talk about a snowfall. Peaceful, beautiful, clean, clear, gentle. And how you feel, not the cold that goes with it that may remind you of other things that you don't like, but just the beauty of it, the simplicity of it, yet the uniqueness of every snowflake. Think about that for a moment. You already have, some of you, a lot of snow outside. And this medium was watching one of the other snowfalls that got heavier. And she could tell that there were many different sizes of snowflakes. And she found it fascinating. There's such a variety of frozen water. But there was a beauty in it, a calm. No one was going anywhere. Everyone was inside, relaxing, taking care of themselves, as you were for those that live in this type of area with the snow. You just relax and wait until it stops. And then you may have to move it along so you can go about your business. But in that time when it is peaceful and calm, your streets, your town become quiet. It is a good time to do the inner work when these snows. And then in your spring, similar when it rains. Allow yourselves to have this peaceful time to reflect, for it is like the bears who hibernate in the winter. They are going inward at a whole different level. Humans do not do this. You do not hibernate, although in a way some of you do energetically. You slow down a bit and hunker down and prefer to stay in and maybe read or do other projects that when the weather becomes more pleasant to go outside and be more outside. So as Mother Nature, as you say, changes the seasons, your vibration, your preferences for how you spend your day perhaps also change. And we bring this up because everything is changing on your world from one moment to the next, as you know, not just the seasons, but this is a very easy reminder because you have the change in temperatures, the change in the weather, the change in the scenery outside visually, literally. It reminds you that change is afoot, that there is constant movement of energy upon your world, in the universe, and beyond. Things are not stagnant. What happens when a little pool of water just sits in your summer? That's where it becomes a little pestilent, is the word? Something like that, where the mosquitoes can lay eggs and it's not good. So the movement keeps things flowing, clearing, cleansing, growing, evolving, expanding, just as each of you are, each moment in your day. For you never are just still, not even for a nanosecond. there is still a part of you. Your blood is moving. Something is moving. The stillness you talk about when you meditate is more of a mental stillness. Being more in the moment, in the now space. Becoming more aware of your vibration, what you're sensing, your consciousness. If you have blockages, or if you are contemplating concepts of the higher realms, but you sit in stillness. You sit still. But even the mind is not still, per se. For you are constantly expanding vibration and awareness. But the physical stillness in the meditation allows you to expand your energies just as you are now and expand your consciousness and awareness. So we bring these concepts to your awareness this night because the stillness and the snow represent what is going on internally and externally, not only on a individual level, but also on a much grander scale upon your world. Much change, much cleansing, much expansion is unfolding. And people are starting to go inward and perhaps be more quiet and observe the beauty in nature around them and tuning in to their divinity. For when they are busy running around with the thoughts in their heads, and they forget who they are. Even though you are always connected to Creator, when you sit in stillness as you are now, it's much easier to feel, isn't it? For you slow down and you tune your senses, and that sixth sense, as you call it, is also a conscious awareness. You're not just feeling the vibration perhaps flowing through your physical form at this time. Yes, tune into that now and see how you feel. Feel how your heart feels. Has it settled? Has it calmed? Have muscles relaxed that were tense before? Has your mind cleared a bit from the hectic conversations of your day? Breathe, dear ones. This is the beauty of stillness and the beauty of being in an medium's trying to think of the way to explain the concept. One moment. We go back to, for those of you that will be seeing some snowflakes in the days ahead and have already before, tune in to how you feel if you just sit, relax, and watch the snow fall beautifully down, where you don't have to go anywhere, do anything, just be. This is also a type of stillness. For your breathing settles. You relax. And you just appreciate the beauty and the diversity of nature and all its wonder, contemplating the different uniqueness of a snowflake. You could sit and contemplate this for hours or days if you really started going deep into the metaphysical, spiritual type of concepts. We're not saying you need to do that though. Just enjoy the stillness while you are in appreciation of beauty of nature. For some of you, it could be a flower. If you have flowers in your home, perhaps snow is not too appealing, but you have flowers with petals. You can be still and look at them and appreciate the diversity and everything that Creator programmed into the blueprint to create that particular flower and its frequency. For everything, as you know, is frequency. It's a mixture of frequencies. Everything is energy. And so everything has a blueprint, but nature is unique in that it is so diverse and it continues to expand. The medium's laughing. You wouldn't sit in your home and stare at a chair and appreciate a chair. You might if it's a very beautiful chair or painting, perhaps a painting, something that brings you joy and appreciation. So for each of you, you may have something different. If it is nature, whether it's a plant or snow or rainbow or whatever, that is more innate within your being to have a connection, as opposed to an object. But that object may be, such as a painting, of a beautiful nature scene, or flowers, or a beautiful picture of a place you would love to visit. Think and discover what makes you feel joy and appreciation when you see it in your space, in your homes, so that you always, no matter what is going on in the world around you with these chaotic energies and so many shifts and people trying to process them, including yourselves, find something where you can be in stillness and appreciation and connect and recharge and realign and just be at peace with yourself. For that will benefit you as you go forward, as energy shifts continue to bombard, in a manner of speaking, your world from the galactic sun. Some of you, including this medium, have had some days of waking up extremely tired. And as you know, some of you do work when you are sleeping. You don't have any remembrance of it usually, but you're out and about in your spirit body. You could be very busy lately with all the shifts, depending on the level of your consciousness and awareness and how much you are here to help this world, based on your chosen path for being in this physical form at this time. So whatever tools can help you, use them. And know that we have been working with you as we speak. Tune in to how you feel now. We have been bathing you all in peace. and grounding you to Mother Earth. And perhaps some of you have been getting other work done. Whatever, as this medium always intends for the highest good of each who are present and who listen, and for the highest good of all involved and all life on your world and beyond. And so, yes, we tend to all of you who are here listening and who may listen later. For you have chosen to be present. You have chosen to be here, not only here this night, but to be on this world, in this physical form, at this juncture in your linear time. Know that it will get easier as you continue to integrate the frequencies and raise your vibration and expand your consciousness. It will get easier as your physical form changes in its DNA and cellular levels. Each of you has your own time frame for this type of work. There is no rush. It unfolds divinely for each of you. For each of you have been on your path for different durations of your linear time and many different lifetimes. Different experiences, different levels of expertise or such in certain areas. And each of you are remembering more and more at your own pace with which you are ready to remember who you are, where you come from, and why you are here. So be patient and gentle with yourselves and use this example of stillness to maintain your connection and your peace as you walk this path, for it will get bumpy, as you know. There are no smooth sailing paths. It doesn't work that way in this density. For people have to learn. And they learn by making mistakes and growing and expanding their consciousness. And so there is still much learning and expanding to do for all of humanity as a group consciousness. And for you and for the others around the world like you who are helping with this shift of consciousness to help anchor these frequencies within your world, in the grid, in the ley lines as we do. Know that it is doing exactly what it needs to do. And just get out of the way and allow these energies to flow through you when you do this work, whether it is this night or when you get the inclination to work with spirit, to do more work of assistance, of service, from a space of love and compassion for your world and humanity. For you are here to be of service, but you also have this dense form that you call a body that is here for your entire experience, and you must care for it. Be gentle with it. It is a gift from Creator, and it is part of Mother Earth. It is part of nature. Appreciate it, just as you would the snowflake and the flower. And for some of you, there is some work there to be done, for you have blocks. We are just stating the obvious. Every one of you have had blocks in this area. This medium is still working through stuff, and each of you know you are working through stuff. There is no judgment here. It is just an observation of exactly what you already know. We are just reminding you so that you don't get all, how shall we say, frustrated with yourself. Just know that you are on a journey. If you look back to where you were a month, a year, 5 or 10, you had no idea where you would be now in consciousness and vibration and experience and wisdom. Of course you wouldn't. Because you had all of that time to have experiences to grow and expand. You are still growing, learning, expanding from every experience that you have. And every experience is only that, an experience, neither good nor bad, it just is. Depends what you get from it. And that is an individual choice to learn and grow, or to beat yourself up, which all of you have done, you were taught to do, and you already know it doesn't serve you any good. And we have been working to help release these old patterns that do not serve as you move forward. As you continue to walk and raise your vibration and expand your consciousness, know that we are working with each of you. But we cannot do the work. We can assist, we can guide, we can help with the frequency. But just as you chose to have this physical form, you chose to think certain ways. And perhaps you didn't know it then, but you're aware of it now on some level. And now you're choosing to change. And it takes time to learn new ways of thinking and new ways of being. So be patient with yourselves. Old habits die hard, as you say. And thought patterns are the most difficult to change. But the effort is worth it because your thoughts are energy. Your thoughts are things. If we say, think of a black cat, you all get some image of a black cat in your minds. It's a thing. It's not a physical thing. We're not sure exactly where it is. Could be in the ethers. But release the cat now and just send it on its way. That thought created a thing in an etheric level. When you think the same way long enough, focused long enough like a laser, an example of that black cat would eventually materialize in your 3D world. That is the power of your thoughts. And why for so many, actually years now, those who have been teaching through this medium have helped and asked and reminded you that your thoughts are powerful. You were taught to use your thoughts to create what someone else wanted in your world. And as you are all awakening in consciousness, you are aware now and choosing to use your thoughts to create consciously what you wish to see in your life, and eventually the world around you. Focus on your life. Each of you has your own unique desires, goals, dreams. Focus your thoughts on what you want. and why you want it. Why does it excite you? The more intense and good feeling emotion you feel when you think about whatever it is that you intend to create, the faster that will manifest in your world. Never a certain way. Don't think how, when. That will trip you up and stop the creative process because you are trying to make something happen a certain way. Feel your way toward it, dear ones. Your feelings tell you if you are aligned with what you wish to create. That is why your awareness of your thoughts and how you feel throughout your day, not so much exactly what you're thinking, because that you think so much, so many things so quickly. Just pay attention to your general vibration. If you're feeling good, then keep focusing on whatever it is. If you're feeling frustrated or upset or annoyed or something, then you're focused on something you don't want in your experience, and you're choosing to hold on to it. As long as you feel bad, you're choosing to focus on it. That is your free will choice, to choose what thoughts you focus on. Let your feelings be your guide as to whether or not to flick the switch and focus on something else and change the channel to something that feels better. It can sound very simple, but we know it takes some effort in this denser form. Just practice and do the best you can without beating yourselves up, dear ones, because each of you is at a different stage of learning this concept and practicing being aware and creating consciously. But as you raise your vibration in density, know that things manifest much quicker. And so use the time you have to work out the kinks, as you say. Because you only really want to create the stuff that you really want. And sometimes you create things you don't want, but guess what? That helps you clarify what you really do want. So either way, it is just an experience to learn from, neither good nor bad. If you can go throughout your world, throughout your day, not labeling something good or bad and just observing it as neutral and for something to learn from, observe, and make a decision point perhaps of where you choose to focus, you will be much happier overall. It sounds simple, but we know it is not as simple as that in your world. So simply practice, do the best you can, and know that we have been working and tweaking all of you at this time while we have been teaching. There have been many also tending to each of you, helping to smooth out your energies, helping to loosen up those old mental thought patterns, to make it a little easier for you to shift as you continue to move forward on your path. Okay? Good. What we have done as we have been asked this night. This concludes the instruction portion. We shall proceed to the healing portion. My blessings to all of you, and others shall proceed. I am here. I have not spoken in some time. The medium's still getting used to my energy. I am Rasim, and I greet you. Dear ones, bathe in Creator's light once more. Fill yourselves up until you become a beacon of light like the lighthouse, filling in your entire being. And then your field beyond your physical form. And as you continue to expand, wherever you are in your physical space, allow your vibration to expand and fill the room. And then once you sense you are a being of light filling the space, allow yourselves to mentally project your consciousness around your world outside the grid. Just by intention, it is done. We see all of you and join all of you around the grid. It is like sitting around a circular table with your beautiful earth in the middle, if there was a big hole in the middle of the table. And imagine, visualize, intend the grid, the Christ consciousness grid that is around your world, that connects all life, shares vibration, shares the light among all life. Imagine this grid like a crystalline structure, lace perhaps for some of you would be a very good visual. Geometric, yes, but do not force it. Just allow it to present itself and kind of light up all around your world. And notice all the beings of light that have joined you as you position yourselves with us around your beautiful world. Allow yourselves now, dear ones, to anchor in within your being a frequency of a rainbow. The rainbow has many colors. Each of those rays has a different frequency. Perhaps violet for transmutation, blue, power, gold, wisdom, pink, love, silver, compassion, perhaps a pale blue might be peace. Just allow the colors and the different variations to flow through you. And fill yourself up until you are filled with this rainbow of light. And allow your consciousness, your light being around the grid. You may feel it in your physical form, but you are in two places at once, dear ones. By your intention, by your consciousness, allow yourself to flow and receive this rainbow of light. And as you fill yourselves up and reach capacity, allow your cup to runneth over from your heart space and pour into that grid. As you anchor it like an acupressure needle at a node where two pieces of that grid intersect. And allow that rainbow of light to flow and fill and completely wrap your world around the grid so that your beautiful Earth Mother is wrapped in a rainbow of light, like a warm blanket. Allow this to unfold as we join you, as many angelics and masters and other beings of light also join you in this process. Allow yourselves to continue to receive and just be the conduits for this rainbow of light. And as the grid around your world is completely flooded and filled and turned into a giant rainbow, now let us take this acupuncture needle of your physical form that is on the earth plane and flow that energy through your feet down to the ley line grid below your feet. So if you could imagine this, it's like rays of rainbow light coming from the outer grid, down, touching into you, and many others joining, anchoring in on the earth plane in the ley lines. And now allow this rainbow of light to flood the land, the water, through the ley line grid to all the power centers that others have used to flow different frequencies to affect humanity for their own doing. Allow this rainbow of light along with the violet ray, for that is part of the rainbow, the transmutation, the healing, the green, compassion, silver, wisdom, gold, power, blue, and all the other colors of the rainbow, pink for love. Allow this rainbow of light to flood the ley lines and transmute any lower frequencies that were put there to affect your consciousness of humanity. And as the violet transmutes, all the other frequencies flood humanity as well. Peace, love, compassion, healing, joy, power, divinity. Allow them to sink in like a salve into this grid upon your world. For as you are a being of light, you are connected to both the earth grid as well as the grid around your world. For those that are not as aware, they are more connected to what the ley line grid flows. They are also connected into the consciousness of humanity. So as more awaken and expand their consciousness upon your world, it affects all the others who are still, as you say, asleep. It's like a gentle vibrational nudge until eventually enough awaken where you have that tipping point, as you call it. And all the others just begin to awaken because it's time. Enough have done so. And the frequency is there. For now, we are assisting, allowing all of humanity and all life, plant and animal, elemental, it matters not, to receive these frequencies, for all have a physical form, a density on your world. Even the water, cleansing, purifying, transmuting. The land, the trees, the plants, even the clouds that bring water from one location to another, as well as snow. All have consciousness. All are energy, and all are evolving in their own divine timing. They will receive whatever they are willing to receive from these frequencies, this rainbow of light that is wrapping around your world, and now your entire world is lit up like a giant rainbow of energy. Swirling rainbow of light. Allow these frequencies to sink all the way down to the core of Earth Mother, bathing her on all sides of the globe, all the way around and all within her, this rainbow of light. This medium is starting to see like the candy Skittles with all the different colors, and she added some. Just thought you would find that funny. This rainbow of light sinking into your world, sending all of this peace and love and healing and compassion, transmutation to Earth Mother, to help her as she continues to evolve, even with all life upon her. Breathe this rainbow frequency in, dear ones, for it is still flowing through you and within you. As you receive, you are able to give. And as you give, you still receive. It is a cycle. As above, so below. As within and without. It is done. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Take a breath, dear ones, and slowly make your way back into your physical forms in your space. Allow this rainbow of light to anchor itself within your heart space as you receive all that you are in need of at this time. And you yourself are filled with the rainbow of light. Perhaps a rainbow cloak that you can imagine wrapped around your neck with a hood. Where you are wrapped in a beautiful blanket of rainbow light. We thank you for your work. We thank you for being present and listening. Remember the snowflakes, the flowers, the paintings, whatever it is that brings you joy and appreciation. And be in stillness when you are able. Our blessings to all of you. Good night, and we will speak again soon.